Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kanaya Frazier, and today for my first video I'm going to be doing a Q&A, and it's a mix of two things of me and just like my life in general, and like I guess some facts about me, and then kind of my life on quarantine. So keep watching the video to find out more about me. Okay, so I have a list of questions I'm going to be reading, and so let's just go ahead and get right into it. First question is my name. My name is Kanaya Frazier. What school do I go to? I go to Lake Norman Charter High School. What grade? I'm a freshman, so 9th grade. Who is your favorite teacher and why? It would be my science teacher because that's just my best friend. I tell her everything. I love her. What's my favorite TV show? Okay, so currently my favorite TV show is Criminal Minds. I've just been obsessed with that, but aside from Criminal Minds, it's probably Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Do I want children? Okay, so currently, because I've pretty much grown up around children, I don't want children. I say that for the moment because when I get older, I'm probably gonna want to have kids. But right now, no, I don't, just because I've grown up around them all my life, pretty much. I think starting when I was like 8. Yeah, like 8. I've been growing up around kids, so not really my favorite at the moment. What's your favorite holiday? Christmas. My height, I'm somewhere between 5'5" and 5'7", I think. I don't really know my height. Where was I born? I was born in Virginia. I moved to North Carolina, which is where I stay currently, when I was 1, or like just before I turned 1. Was my birthday, September 29th, 2004. Would you rather live in a 5-bedroom apartment all alone or live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 5 kids? Okay. So as I just stated before, me and kids ain't really the moves. So I would live in a 5-bedroom apartment alone just because I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of little kids. And 5 kids plus me in a 1-bedroom apartment, that's for real doing too much. So I would do a 5-bedroom apartment and live by myself because I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I am free to leave whenever I want to. I don't gotta worry about finding a babysitter or none of that. Siblings. I have 2 older sisters. Do I believe in love at first sight? No. I know a lot of people do, but I just don't believe that you can look at someone and be like, oh my God, that's the love of my life. I'm gonna marry them. I don't believe that, just because I feel like you have to like get to know the person and actually know like how they are and who they are like genuinely, because you could meet them and it could all be a front. So you really just gotta like take the time to get to know and understand somebody, just to know if you love them, let alone know if you're in love with them. You feel? Okay. If your personality was an animal, what animal are you? A monkey. Because I don't know, I just feel like I act like a monkey, you know, like I'm crazy all the time. You know, I have my moments when I'm calm, when I'm hyper. Is that the word? Yeah, hyper. How many countries have you been to? Or how many times have you been out of the country? I've been 3 times. And they've all been like last year, like 2019. So the first one was in January. I went to Paris. And then for spring break, I went to St. Martin. And if I'm correct about this, because I don't really remember, but there's like 2 parts to St. Martin. There's like, I know there's a Dutch, but I think there's also a French, I think. And before I went there, I've never heard of it, but it is the most beautiful place that I've ever been to. But when I went, like I think a couple months before, they just got hit by a tornado, so it was like a little messed up. But where I stayed, I was like right on the beach, and it was kind of like a private area, so it was really nice. And then where else did I go? And then over the summer, I went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and I went to, was it Clearwater Beach? No, that's not the Bahamas. I went somewhere, and the Bahamas is gorgeous. If I had to pick somewhere to go back, it was probably the Bahamas, just because that sun there is amazing, and that tan is amazing. But I would probably, if I had to pick, I would probably go back to St. Martin, just because it is so beautiful. Like the weather there is like, it's just my favorite place to be. How often do you use social media? Because of quarantine, every day. But I have cut back on certain apps, and I feel like everyone is on TikTok now, just because that's like entertainment, because it's like you get to watch videos, you get to make your own, all of that. So I have mostly been on TikTok, and I have definitely cut back on Instagram, because in the beginning, like I only really like used Instagram a lot was like my middle school days, like early middle school, like 6th grade. And I cut back on Snap a lot. I'm not on it as much as I used to. Would you rather live in a big city or on a farm? Okay, so the majority of my dad's side of the family live in New York. So I've been to New York so many times, so I'm kind of used to it. So like the city's nice. I've been to, and it's not even that I've been to like the tourist attractions or where like everybody goes when they go to New York. Like they go see the Statue of Liberty, and they go to like Times Square. They go see the little memorial that was there for the Twin Towers. And I actually went there, but that's like, I feel like that's the only place I've been. I don't know, just because when I'm in New York, it's mostly like I go like where we usually go, like to the same stores, like the same place in Brooklyn, same place in Queens. And on a farm, see, I don't know, because I can't imagine myself like sitting there trying to take care of some farm animals and like cleaning up manure from animals, and I just can't imagine myself doing that. So I'll probably have to say a big city, just because like you don't really know many people in the city, but you can also meet so many people, and there's just so much to do when you're in a big city, aside from when you're on a farm, because you're usually, not usually, but most of the time, you're in the middle of nowhere. So it's like there's no one around you. And even though it is like a great opportunity to get away from people, you're literally alone, unless it's like your house is right there and then you have maybe like 5 miles down the road some neighbors. I would rather live in a big city just to be around people, even though I'm not really much of a people person. If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you have with you? So 1 would be my friends. Even if it was just 1 friend, I would bring my friends, or just 1 friend. It doesn't even matter, but I need some type of social interaction. I would bring food because you don't want to starve, and I would bring water just because you don't want to drink that nasty water from the ocean. But I want to bring my phone because if I have, even just like I said, even if you just have 1 person there, it's so much better than having like nobody there, because your phone can die. Like literally anything can happen. So I'd rather have my friends, because it's more like social interaction, like in person, so you don't sit there and go crazy on that island by having like no social interaction at all. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? It would be New York, just because I do have family there, so it would make everything like a lot easier. I would have people to see, but also because even though I have been to New York so many times, even like since I was like a baby, like I've been to New York so many times, more than I can count on my 10 fingers. It's just I've never been to the tourist sites except going to see like where the Twin Towers were. That's like the only place I've been, so I would go there to see like the like tourist attractions and stuff, but also, you know, just to like get out of North Carolina. What makes you laugh the most? Lunch. At school, lunch, my friends make me laugh the most. They are the funniest people you will ever meet. Those are some funny people right there. where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, so I'll be graduating 2023, so in 2 more years after that, I plan to be in college. Hopefully trying to get my life together, because, you know, I don't want to just like not go to college and like not do anything with my life. So my hope is to be in college, hopefully actually doing something with my life. Let's hope. What is the first thing you're gonna do when quarantine is over? You know what, I've thought about this so much, and probably go see my friends, because as soon as this is lifted, like even if they don't send us back to school, I'm going to see my friends. Like I just can't. Like I've been without them for way too long. It's been over a month. I haven't seen them in forever. And this spring break is like the most productive, non-exciting spring break that I've ever had. Because right now, I was supposed to be out of the country on somebody's beach in the Caribbean, but I'm not. I'm stuck in North Carolina because of quarantine. Do you believe in glass half empty or half full? I believe in half full, because I try to stay positive in in my everyday life, and I like to think that everything, you know, is fine and everything happens for a reason. So I don't want to be negative and think, you know, like, oh, it's half empty, like nothing's going right for me. Like I try not to do that. I try to stay positive as much as possible. And the last question is, what do you do every day during quarantine? I pretty much do the same thing every day. I'm watching Criminal Minds on Netflix. I'll watch YouTube, and honestly, like it doesn't even matter who, it's just whatever's like in my suggested, I'll watch it. I sleep. That's pretty much all I do during quarantine, because there's really nothing else you can do. But thank you guys for listening to my whole big long rant about questions that probably have no significance, but it's okay. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.